Virgo, September 1st, 2025. Mark this date in your soul. Because on this day, something extraordinary happens, something hidden, something forbidden. The forbidden mirror prophecy awakens. It doesn't come every year or even every decade. It comes only when the stars align in a way so rare, so precise, that destiny itself demands your attention. And here's the terrifying truth. When you look into this mirror, you won't just see your face. No, Virgo, you will see your fate. You will see the paths you've been too afraid to take, the love you've denied, the wealth you've been searching for, and the shadows you've tried to bury. This mirror is not gentle. It strips away illusion. It shows you the reality you've been running from. And once you see it, you cannot unsee it. Think about that for a moment. What if tomorrow you looked into a mirror and saw not who you are, but who you are destined to become? What if every secret you've hidden, every choice you've delayed, every truth you've buried, suddenly stared right back at you? That's what September 1st is about. The prophecy warns, what you see will change everything. And that's why I must ask you this, Virgo. Are you ready? Are you ready to face yourself? Because when the mirror opens, you only get one chance. This is not a prediction you can ignore. This is the moment your soul has been waiting for. So I'll ask you again, Virgo, are you ready to face the mirror? September 1st is not an ordinary day, Virgo. This is not just another page in your calendar, not just another Monday you will forget. No, on this day, the cosmic map itself begins to shift. The sun, your guiding light, is standing firmly in your sign, pouring its energy into you, reminding you of who you are at your core. But at the very same moment, Mercury, your ruling planet, the planet of truth, clarity and communication, is moving in retrograde. And when Mercury moves backwards, the universe begins to speak in whispers, in riddles, in tests. Now combine these forces, your sun blazing forward and your ruler stepping back, and what you get is not confusion, but a portal, a rare opening known by ancient astrologers as the mirror gate. Why a mirror? Because this day is not about the outside world. It is not about your boss, your family, or the people around you. It is about you, the way you think, the illusions you've created, the stories you've been telling yourself, the truths you've avoided. The mirror gate opens only when the cosmos decides you are ready to face yourself. And Virgo, September 1st is your moment. Picture it like this. Imagine standing before a mirror unlike any you've ever known. A mirror that doesn't reflect your body, but your soul. A mirror that reveals not who you pretend to be, but who you truly are. A mirror that dares you to ask, am I living my highest destiny, or am I hiding from it? This is the energy of September 1st, 2025, a day where choices hold greater weight, a day where small decisions echo into the future, a day where illusions dissolve, and only truth remains. Virgo, you cannot run from this mirror. You cannot look away. Because this is not about what others do to you. It is about what you've been doing to yourself all along. And once the mirror gate opens, the choices you make could rewrite your entire future. So the question becomes, when the mirror shows you your truth, will you have the courage to face it? The mirror shows 3 reflections. And the very first one, your hidden fears. Virgo, you've always been known as the perfectionist, the thinker, the one who notices every detail, every flaw, every tiny piece that others overlook. People admire you for it. They depend on you for it. They trust you because of it. But what they don't see, and what you often refuse to admit, is what lies behind that perfection. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear that no matter how much you give, no matter how hard you work, no matter how much you sacrifice, it will never be enough. And here's the truth. On September 1st, when the mirror gate opens, you won't be able to hide those fears anymore. They will stare back at you. The mirror will whisper, "Do you control your fear? Or does your fear control you?" Think about it, Virgo. How many times in your life have you held back, not because you couldn't succeed, but because you feared what would happen if you failed? How many times have you kept quiet, not because you didn't have the answer, but because you feared being misunderstood? The mirror exposes the truth. Perfection has been your shield, but it has also been your prison. Because perfection is never satisfied. Perfection always finds something wrong. Perfection whispers, "Try harder. Do more. You're still not enough." But here's the secret the prophecy wants you to see. The opposite of fear is not perfection. The opposite of fear is courage. On September 1st, the mirror will challenge you to choose. Will you continue letting fear dictate your path, keeping you safe, small, and hidden? Or will you face the fear, acknowledge it, and finally step into your highest destiny? Because fear isn't here to stop you, Virgo. It's here to test you. It's the universe asking, how badly do you want the life that is meant for you? Ignore it, and fear grows louder. It chains you tighter. It locks you into the same cycle again and again. But face it, and the chain breaks. Suddenly, you don't just see your reflection, you see your freedom. And when you break free of fear, Virgo, you become unstoppable. That is the first reflection of the forbidden mirror. Not the mask you wear for the world, not the perfection others applaud, but the raw truth, the fears that have shaped you. And once you see them, you'll never live the same way again. Now comes the second reflection: money, wealth, opportunity. The mirror shifts, and suddenly you see yourself standing before two doors. One door is familiar. It feels safe, predictable, and steady. It represents the path you've always taken: routines, responsibilities, careful steps, and financial security that never seems to grow beyond a certain limit. It is the paycheck you can count on, the comfort of not risking too much, the illusion of stability. The other door is different. It's darker, harder to read. It carries the unknown. It feels terrifying, unpredictable, filled with shadows of uncertainty. Yet behind this door, there is abundance, growth, wealth you've never touched before, freedom that doesn't just pay the bills, it rewrites your entire lifestyle. And here's the truth. On September 1st, the prophecy says you cannot stand in the hallway anymore. The mirror forces you to choose. The ancient words of the prophecy whisper, Virgo will see the wealth that has always been theirs, but only if they dare to walk through the unknown. Virgo, how many times have you settled for just enough because you were afraid to risk losing what little you had? How many dreams have you delayed, thinking you needed more time, more preparation, more certainty? But the mirror exposes the game. Safety has a cost. The cost is your expansion. The cost is your abundance. The cost is the life you've been secretly craving, but too afraid to claim. And here's the most shocking part. This wealth has always been yours. It has been sitting on the other side of that second door, waiting for the moment you would stop clinging to the safe and step into the bold. September 1st, 2025 is that moment. The mirror asks you, will you cling to the small steps and steady paychecks that keep you surviving? Or will you risk the unknown and finally start living? Because wealth isn't just money, Virgo. It's freedom. It's choice. It's waking up one day and realizing you no longer have to ask permission from anyone to live the life you want. And that's the second reflection of the forbidden mirror. Two doors, two futures. One keeps you safe but small. The other terrifies you, but it's where abundance lives. So, Virgo, the question is simple. When you stand before the mirror, which door will you choose? The third reflection is the most dangerous one of all: love. The mirror doesn't show you who you love, it shows you how you love. And that truth, Virgo, is far more powerful. For some of you, when the mirror gate opens on September 1st, you will see the shadows of old heartbreaks staring back at you. The scars you've carried quietly, the moments you told yourself you had moved on from, but deep down, you never truly healed. Those broken pieces of your past will surface, not to haunt you, but to remind you that until you release them, they still control the way you love today. For others, the mirror will show something else, someone new, someone waiting just beyond your current vision, a person who carries energy you've been silently calling out for. The connection feels close, almost within reach. But the prophecy warns, if you deny the truth of your feelings, if you pretend you don't care, if you bury the pull you feel in your heart, then the mirror will close. And when it closes, the chance disappears, not for days, not for weeks, but for years. This is why the love reflection is the most dangerous, because it demands brutal honesty, not about what others want, not about what looks right on paper, not about what is safe, but about what is real. September 1st forces you to answer, are you ready to stop hiding your heart? Are you ready to stop protecting yourself with walls so high that no one can reach you? Are you willing to risk being vulnerable, to risk being seen, to risk the truth of love in its rawest form? Because the mirror doesn't lie, Virgo. It will show you exactly how you love. The only question is, when you see it, will you finally choose truth over fear? Now, Virgo, listen closely. This is not just revelation, it is warning. The forbidden mirror is not only light, it is also shadow. It does not show you only the beauty of your destiny. It exposes the danger of ignoring it. If you misuse this prophecy, if you deny what the mirror reveals, the consequences will strike quickly. Missed opportunities, financial chances slipping through your fingers, relationships that suddenly fracture without explanation, paths that once felt open turning into locked doors. This is why astrologers across generations called it forbidden. Because most people cannot handle the weight of truth when it stares directly at them. The temptation to look away is strong, to say, not now, I'm not ready, maybe another time. But here's the secret, the mirror does not wait, the prophecy does not bend. Once the truth is shown, denial becomes the most dangerous choice of all. Virgo, you know this better than most. You were not born to live in lies. You were not born to escape into illusions. Your gift is precision, clarity, honesty. That's why this prophecy is for you, and not for anyone else. The danger is not in what the mirror shows. The danger lies in your response. If you see your fears and run from them, they will grow larger. If you see your opportunities and reject them, they will vanish. If you see your heart's truth and deny it, the universe will close the door, and it may not open again for years. This is the weight of September 1st, 2025. The prophecy awakens because you are ready, but readiness does not erase responsibility. The forbidden mirror is not a game, Virgo. It is a test, and that is why it comes to you now, in this moment, not to punish you, not to trap you, but to see if you are brave enough to face what most people run from, the raw, unfiltered truth. So how do you survive September 1st, Virgo? How do you walk through the forbidden mirror prophecy without losing yourself in the shadows? The answer is simple, but not easy. There are 3 sacred keys. The first key, face your reflection fully. Do not flinch. Do not turn away. Fear loses power when you name it, when you study it, when you stop pretending it isn't there. The mirror is not here to destroy you. It is here to show you the truth. And truth, no matter how heavy, always sets you free. The second key, choose the unknown. The safe door leads to cycles you've already lived. Predictable jobs, predictable patterns, predictable results. But if you want to break free, if you want to step into the wealth, the love, the freedom you secretly crave, you must walk through the door that scares you. The unknown is not your enemy, Virgo. It is your doorway to expansion. The prophecy rewards courage, not comfort. The third key, speak your truth. This is the hardest step, because honesty demands vulnerability. If you love someone, say it. If you need change, demand it. If you're tired of pretending, stop. The mirror punishes denial, but rewards truth. Your words create energy, and on September 1st, every word you speak carries triple the power. Virgo, if you hold these three keys, September 1st doesn't just pass like another date on the calendar. It becomes your rebirth, a reset of your destiny, a chance to finally step out of the shadows and into the life you were always meant to live. The Forbidden Mirror prophecy isn't here to break you. It's here to make you whole. And when you survive it, not by hiding, but by facing it, you won't just endure September 1st. You will rise from it, stronger than ever before. And here's the most mysterious part of the prophecy, Virgo. The mirror doesn't just show your present. It doesn't stop at revealing your fears, your wealth, or your hidden love. No, the final reflection is something far greater, your future self. Imagine it, standing before the mirror, and instead of seeing who you are today, you see the person you are becoming. A version of you that has already walked through the doors you are now hesitating to open. For some Virgos, the reflection will be breathtaking. You will see yourself wealthy, powerful, radiant with confidence. You will see a life where you are no longer bound by fear, where you have embraced opportunities, and where you stand tall in love that feels honest and whole. This reflection glows with freedom. It is the reward of courage. But for others, the vision is not so bright. Some Virgos will see themselves trapped, still running in the endless cycle of perfection, still chasing validation, still carrying wounds that never healed. The reflection may show loneliness, the heaviness of opportunities lost, the emptiness that comes from always playing it safe. And while it may be painful, the mirror does not lie. It shows the truth of the path you are currently walking. And this, Virgo, is the choice. The prophecy says, the mirror does not decide your destiny, it only reveals it. What you see in that final vision is not punishment, nor is it guaranteed. It is a glimpse into the future you are creating with your choices right now. Ask yourself, when you look into that mirror, will you see the version of yourself who dared, who risked, who loved, who claimed the abundance waiting in the unknown? Or will you see the version who hesitated, who denied, who waited for someday until someday never came? September 1st is a cosmic checkpoint. It's the moment where the universe asks you, who do you want to become? Because in the end, Virgo, the mirror doesn't just reveal, it demands a decision. The future you see staring back is a reflection of the choices you make today. So the question lingers, heavier than ever. When you step before the forbidden mirror, which version of yourself will stare back at you? And more importantly, which one will you choose to become? So Virgo, here we are, September 1st, 2025, the day of the Forbidden Mirror prophecy, the day when the truth refuses to stay hidden. The mirror awakens, and what you see inside it will change everything. It won't just show you who you are, it will show you who you're becoming. It will reveal the fears that have chained you, the opportunities that have been waiting for you, and the love that has been calling your name all along. But here's the part only you can answer. Which reflection is already alive in your life right now? Is it fear, holding you back, whispering that you're not enough, keeping you trapped in the same cycle? Is it wealth, that sense that abundance is close, but only if you're willing to step into the unknown? Or is it love, the unspoken truth in your heart, waiting for you to finally admit it, claim it, and live it fully? Tell me in the comments. I read every single one and I want to know, because your voice matters here, your story matters. And sometimes saying it out loud is the very first step to breaking free. Virgo, remember this: the mirror never lies. It will not flatter you, it will not comfort you, but it will show you the truth. And truth is the most powerful weapon you will ever hold. So now, the question becomes, are you ready to see it? Are you ready to face yourself without filters, without masks, without excuses? Because September 1st isn't just another day. It is your chance for rebirth, and the choice is yours. Until then, Virgo, stay strong, stay open, and above all, stay true, because destiny is waiting on the other side of the mirror.